Doshan! What's up, peoples of IRC and elsewhere? This is Undefeatable Twilight. Yes, I'm doing my chapter again. Just gonna move stuff. And so I can read for you. So here we go. This looks like it could be another short chapter, but that's fine. Some short, some are long, so that's how it goes. Anyways, let's start it, shall we? Here we go. Chapter 50. 8 hours west sat a man alone on a beach mourning an inexplicable loss. He could only think of his loss in little packets of grief at a time, because the whole thing was too great to be borne. He watched the long, slow Pacific waves come in along the sand and waited for the nothing that he knew was about to happen. As the time came for it not to happen, it duly didn't happen, and so the afternoon wore itself away, and the sun dropped beneath the long line of the sea, and the day was gone. The beach was a beach we shall not name because his private house was there, but it was a small sandy stretch somewhere along the hundreds of miles of coastline that first runs west from Los Angeles, which is described in the new edition of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in one entry as junky, wonky, lunky, stunky, and what's that other word, and all kinds of bad stuff too, and in another, written only hours later, as being like several thousand square miles of American Express junk mail, but without the same sense of moral depth, plus the air is for some reason yellow. Sorry, I've been talking a lot tonight. The coastline runs west and then turns north up to the misty bay of San Francisco, which the guide describes as a good place to go. It's very easy to believe that everyone you meet there also is a space traveller. Starting a new religion for you is just their way of saying hi. Until you've settled in and got the hang of the place, it is best to say no to 3 questions out of any given 4 that anyone may ask you, because there are some very strange things going on there, some of which an unsuspecting alien could die of. The hundreds of curling miles of cliffs and sand, palm trees, breakers and sunsets are described in the guide as boffo, a good one. And somewhere on this good boffo stretch of coastline lay the house of this inconsolable man, a man whom many regarded as being insane, but this was only, as he would tell people, because he was. One of the many, many reasons why people thought him insane was because of the peculiarity of his house, which, even in a land where most people's houses were peculiar in one way or another, was quite extreme in its peculiarness. His house was called the outside of the asylum. His name was simply John Watson, though he preferred to be called, and some of his friends had now reluctantly agreed to do this, Wonko the Sane. In his house were a number of strange things, including a grey glass ball with 8 words engraved upon it. We can talk of him much later on. This is just an interlude to watch the sun go down and to say that he was there watching it. He had lost everything he cared for and was now simply waiting for the end of the world, little realising that it had already been and gone. I was right, it was a short chapter. But there you go. So, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe, and if you are subscribed, be sure to ding that notification bell so you know when I make a new video, because I can do it whenever I feel like it. Thank you to my patron Angel. If you want to be part of the illustrious few that support me on Patreon, then please consider it, and I may read one of your stories. So, you know, if you want to get your stories out there, that's probably not a good idea because I'm very unknown, but, you know, you can make me read your story if you want to. But yeah, consider supporting me, and if you like books, you should probably check out Angel's Amazon pages, because he writes stories and has a lot of them out, so you should probably buy a few. It'd help us out a lot. So thanks for your support in whatever form it comes in. I will see you again whenever I decide to make a video, because like I said, I can do it whenever I feel like it. So until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Love and peace. Oh, and stay positive.